This episode of Approach the Bar with DanceBeat is sponsored by The King's Ball, held at the Meadowlands, New Jersey from November the 30th to December the 3rd. Welcome to Approach the Bar with DanceBeat. Today we are going to discuss the World Pro Rhythm that happened at the recent Embassy Dance Championships in Irvine, California. I am extremely lucky today to have a former World Pro Rhythm champion. He also does something on television, but I have no idea what that is. Mount Kisco's finest, as I used to know him, Mr. Tony Dovolani.
Thank you for having me, Chris. This is an honor to be able to share my opinion, actually, with as many readers and viewers that watch this program, because, you know, dancing is very close to our heart. And we care a lot about it, and especially when you're a former champion, you want to see your style excel and really take it to the next height. So it's going to be fun to talk about this.
So into fourth place, making the trip from New York, we had Dmitry and Olena. Very consistent, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. I'm sure you've got something to say about this young couple, Tony.
I'm actually really excited about them because they come from an extensive training background in Latin. They were in amateurs, so you know, my expectation of them is really maybe, you know, I expect a lot more from them. But they actually, I did mark them fourth straight across. I'm afraid for them because I feel like if they keep just being kind of consistently like monotone without creating light and shade in their dancing, they're going to be stuck that fourth place couple. They need to do something drastic to change that, and they don't need to do tricks. They just need to show everybody that they can dance, because I find that every time they do tricks, they don't believe in those tricks themselves. They're just doing them because they think that's what they're supposed to do. So, you know, if once they go away from that and actually show good quality dancing, which they are completely capable of doing, I think they're going to be the next couple that's going to challenge the champions, because I feel like they have the speed, they have leg work, they have footwork. He knows how to use his body, so does she. If they could just stick to that and not sell out in that sense of thinking that they need to do tricks in order to compete in American Rhythm. American Rhythm is not about tricks, even though it's become about that. It's about body movement, about showing me rhythmicality. Yeah. And if they can, they're capable of doing it. So if they can stick to that, I foresee next year being a really good year for them.
So they have all of that when they danced Latin. Why do you think it doesn't happen?
They go to the wrong coaches. The problem is that a lot of the coaches don't know what rhythm is. If you go to a Latin coach, it's almost like a marathon sprint, like a runner going to a sprint specialist. They're not going to know how to pace yourself. They're not going to know when to increase pace and so on. I feel like that's a common mistake in our industry, is that they turn into rhythm and then they go still to Latin coaches, which are great in their own right. However, they don't actually even know the fundamentals of what American Rhythm is based on, the foundation that it's based on. So therefore they, you know, it's very easy to distract people with tricks and so on and so forth, but I honestly do believe that they are capable of producing the exact action that's needed and be able to dance with the speed that they used to have. Because sometimes people don't understand what American action is, it tends to look like they're being dragged in mud, because they do too much of bending of the leg, too much of press line, which stops your movement and so on. I want to see that every movement starts from the body, not from the leg action, because the leg action is it's produced because of what's happening with your rib cage, and these two have it. However, they're not bringing it out yet. So I'm hoping that at some point somebody tells them this and they are able to apply it and show me the capability that they have, which is all there already. Yeah. They're just not bringing it to the floor. Well, the thing about them that I like is they're eager. You could tell that they're really willing to learn. Yeah. You know, because it's like a couple of times that they've asked my opinion, I'm very honest every single time. They have applied some of the information, because I never tell them like work with me. I tell them, go take what I'm telling you, discuss it with your coach, and together as a team you guys should decide what's best for you. I am starting to see a difference in them. However, you said they're new at this. There's many times where I see them thinking versus dancing. So those are a couple of things. Are they deserving of final? Absolutely. They're incredible dancers. Now let's see them improve the sport that they decided to support.
Great answer. So after that last analysis, I think you shouldn't go anywhere, because we're coming back with more This episode of Approach the Bar with DanceBeat is sponsored by the King's Ball, held at the Meadowlands, New Jersey from November the 30th to December the 3rd.